It's very difficult to be a boy in today's world. The pressures that we put on these children today are unlike anything we've ever experienced in our life. Catholic Memorial is a school that embraces young men. The classes that we teach, the faculty that we have, the curriculum that we institute, the conversations that we have in the lunchroom, in the halls, in the gym, or on the fields, all of those impact how boys begin to see the world, and it's critically important.
The rigid form of 5 chairs wide and 5 chairs deep, eyes forward, and a teacher at the center of the classroom, that model is changing. Teacher as coach is one of the new models that we should really be thinking about, where the teacher isn't necessarily the only vessel of knowledge in the classroom. Instead, kids take ownership over the issues and problems that they're thinking about, and they start asking questions for themselves. That moment when questions become owned by the student, that's when you know that real learning is happening in the classroom. The boat project is a great example of night-based learning here at Catholic Memorial. Our students are involved in that problem in a number of classes. So their English class, for example, they were working on naming their boats, and it had to do with the theme that was happening in their English classes. They were also learning about buoyancy in their physics class, and then the critical making class also had a number of elements around construction and design. So we took all of what was happening in those 3 classes and combined them together in this one project and launched their boats and test them out for real.
The technology that we have at CM is on the cutting edge of what schools have. It allows kids to see what is out there in the world and be familiar with it before they enter a university, which might be using the same type of software and 3D printers and laser cutter type materials. I think having spaces like the Innovation Lab and studios where kids can really get in and do this hands-on building with materials is good for students, it's good for creativity, and it allows our teachers to do different things that couldn't take place in a normal classroom setting. I've been very impressed the last couple of years with the creativity that the kids have shown and the ability to find a product that would change their lives and the lives of their classmates. So when I ask them to use the 3D printers to create whatever they want, we go through a little process of where is there a need in your life, where is there a shortcoming that could be filled if some magical product was an option, and then they go ahead and they 3D print those options.
And I decided to do a double-sided peanut butter jar. It has a divider in the middle so that when you get halfway through the peanut butter, you don't have to stick your hand all the way in to get to the bottom of it to get the last bit. You can just flip it over, unscrew the other side, and access the other half of the peanut butter.
So we created a hairbrush, so when you're combing your hair and it gets stuck, you take this piece out, you just wipe it down with water or a wipe, then you put it back on, and it's reusable anytime you want.
Today, Catholic Memorial really kind of straddles the traditional academic excellence that everybody would associate with a premier Catholic boys' school like CM. But I think we're blending that with innovation in the classroom in terms of helping students get out of the classroom, learn in the community, partner with different community organizations. And I don't think it's a either or, I think it's a both and. I think that we can be academically excellent in a traditional way so that kids are prepared for superior colleges and they really master their content. But I think that also we want to engage a new generation of students and help them to contribute to their communities. And I think we're doing it in a way that most other schools haven't even thought about doing.
I developed a Senate immersion model for the Edward Kennedy Institute.
I learned how to identify species at the Arnold Arboretum.
I designed my own boat and launched it in the Charles River.
I learned the statistical science behind a losing streak.
I learned about the relationship between music and spiritual practice.
I figured out how to cross-pollinate pumpkin flowers.
I programmed a robot to complete a series of complex tasks.
I walked the deck of the Thomas Hudner and learned the value of friendship and service.
I'm learning how to blend faith, service, and leadership.
CM is forward-thinking.
CM is cutting edge.
CM is rigorous.
CM is inspiring.
CM is dynamic.
And CM is one of a kind.